Welcome to Market and Church Street in San Francisco, California. This video is going to be about the S line, Muni's historic heritage streetcar line, which runs actual old PCC streetcars from the 1940s and 1950s. So without any further ado, let's cut to the history section, and I'll see you on the streetcar.
The predecessors to the F, Market, and Wharves line date all the way back to 1906, when streetcar service began along Market Street, replacing cable cars. As San Francisco grew, Market Street became the major thoroughfare of the city and was getting rather congested with streetcar traffic. By the 1960s, ideas had been proposed for a tunnel to be built, and in 1982, this tunnel running from the Castro to the Embarcadero opened. This tunnel opened with the delivery of new light rail trains, marking the beginning of the Muni metro system. However, streetcar tracks along Market Street were retained, and throughout the 1980s, small historic trolley festivals were held with various older streetcars that had been preserved by Muni. These festivals proved popular, and in September of 1995, the F line started service, running up Market Street with a fleet of PCC streetcars, largely from Philadelphia, Newark, New Jersey, and of course, San Francisco itself, all painted in liveries honoring cities around the country. In addition to the PCC fleet, multiple streetcars from around the world were bought and preserved, which now run only in special service. Stay tuned for that later in the video. In March of 2000, the line was extended up the Embarcadero, completing the line we know today. So now let's cut to me boarding PCC number 1052, painted to honor Los Angeles.
So one cool thing to note is that you'll see on the other F track, there are actually two wires. That's because for part of the route, there is a combined streetcar and trolley bus section, which is just the most San Francisco thing ever. Transit-wise, but yeah, that's cool. So now we're continuing to head up Market, and I'll see you when I see something else cool. So there's this little placard that actually, this is on the little top ceiling thing that says where each car's where each set is cars from. So the San Francisco ones were of course the Muni ones, 1006 to 1011, 1015, and 1040, and then the Philly ones, which include this one, 1052, are 1050 to 1063, and then the Minneapolis and later Newark ones, which served on what's now the Newark Light Rail, were 1070 to 1080. I'm fairly sure there are also a few Swedish or Swiss rather cars.
Here I was referring to the 10 Italian-built Peter Witt cars, originally from Milan, Italy, but there are other streetcars from around the world, including ones from Australia, which you'll see later in the video.
So one cool thing is that SF or Muni really has car-freed Market Street, in the sense that they've added big transit lanes, and those are supposed to be bike lanes, but I mean, that's a car up there that you can see, and it doesn't seem to be working super well, but I mean, you do what you can, I guess, but that does contribute to the Market Street section of the F being slow over. However, later in the video, when we are the F up the Embarcadero, it will not be as slow. And there is an unwired trolley bus. Sad. I would say the fact that it's getting crowded shows it's getting ridership, but let's be honest, in this section, this is a tourist line. But it runs PCC, so it eats that. So this is San Diego painted streetcars, but this is also one of the former Newark, New Jersey streetcars. Originally in service in Minneapolis, but later moved to Newark to operate on the number 7 city subway, which is now the Newark Light Rail. So we're actually almost at the Embarcadero ferry building, but I will see you up there where we're going to get off and get some photo shots. Also, that was what I was talking about trolley buses and streetcars sharing the right way. I don't know if you saw if that was a trolley bus. That was a 5R, which is a trolley bus route, and had its trolley pulled out. So yeah, now for real, see you at see you just right by the ferry building and the Embarcadero. But first, an obligatory visit to the San Francisco Railway Museum. So, here we go. So we just rode number 1052 rather, painted to honor LA. 1053 is what I think we're going to ride next, painted to honor Brooklyn, because of course. This is the weird Blackpool car, and then this is the Brussels car that's painted for Zurich. Okay, these are the New Orleans cars, and then of course they're a bunch of older Munich cars. Sadly, most of those aren't out. These are the cable cars, which are also up there. That's cool. So yeah, this is cool, and if I get anything, I'll show it in the next shot. So see ya.
Okay, so I did get something. I got a trolleybus roll sign. Yay, cool. I'm not showing it to you now because I'm editing this from Colorado, and it's currently buried in a massive suitcase. And if I sound bad, that's because I've been sick for the past few days. But yeah, I did get a trolleybus roll sign. It's cool. Now back to the video.
I just missed filming it, but this is the Brooklyn streetcar. Hold on, let's see if I can outrun it to get a good shot. But this is the Brooklyn Heritage Streetcar, which is cool. And this is an electric bus, which is poopy. But that's cool. I'm gonna see if I can get a good shot of it. Hold on. Seemingly yes. Nice. Perfect. That's cool. I'm gonna ride that later, I hope. But I've seen it. That's cool. And this is an electric bus of some sort. So interesting. Okay, cool. So sadly, because my phone is dead and because we don't have that much time, I'm gonna have to actually not ride the Embarcadero portion of the F today. Instead, I'll do it tomorrow. So I'll cut there in just a second. But first, I'm gonna film the Boston painted car coming around the curve onto the Embarcadero right in front of the ferry building. And then, see you tomorrow. Alrighty, by the miracle of editing, I'm right back where I was standing yesterday afternoon. We are here on Don Chee Way, the little streetcar ride-way that links the F up to the Embarcadero. So we're going to some Railfanning here first, and then we will head on the F line up the Embarcadero up to Fisherman's Wharf to complete the whole line. So I'll see you here, I guess. Hope that you enjoyed those rail fanning or streetcar fanning clips. My mom is now here, and we're gonna hop on the Toronto painted car up to Fisherman's Wharf. Okay, we're on board, but as expected, it's packed to the gills. So, yeah. I guess I'll show you what sites I can.
This PCC is very, very packed, as most PCCs were. But the next day, I was back out on the Embarcadero, and something super rare came. A W2 class streetcar from Melbourne, Australia, built in 1928. So let's cut to that now, and then we'll ride that up the Embarcadero.
So this is the W2 class. This is number 4996, built in 1928. So there's an operator cab on both ends, and then there's this little enclosed section with the windows, of course, do open, and there is the Muni streetcar map. So it's very cool, although largely the same amenities as the PCC. So So I guess I will now end the video with a shot of the Melbourne tram leaving whenever I get off. So yeah, that's that. Very glad I caught this. Alrighty, and now I asked him with this WW2 class and as a PCC passes in the background, I think we have truly exhausted all of the F Market and Wharves line. Truly one of the coolest, if not the coolest light rail lines in the country. We got to ride all sorts of PCCs and this W2 class. So thank you so much for watching, and then I'll see you next week. Bye bye.